free port of Liberia, NPA, the Free National Port Authority. That's it right here on your left. On my left, actually. That's the free port. So this is the junction, the Freeport Junction, and we're not turning to go towards Gardnersville and then on to Gardnersville. If you go that way, you'll be going to Local Town, that's the area there, voila. But this way is going towards Gardnersville. Of buildings here, but they are, and one thing I want to let you know, you see this vehicle, it breaks down and that's where it stays. It stays on the road. When your car breaks down or the tire puncture, what do? You push it off the road, right? You remove it from the road so that you won't block traffic. But here in Liberia, what we noticed since we came, if a car tire puncture or the car breaks down, instead of pushing it off the road, they actually leave it at the center of the street, and then you have to find your way out, and that causes accidents. So that's one problem I noticed here since we came to Liberia. Well, we are still heading towards Gardnersville. So those of you who live in Gardnersville and know your place, this is it right here. This is your spot, Gardnersville. Going towards Gardnersville, actually. Yes. So we are about to purchase gas. You know, they sell gas on the street. So most of the gas stations that don't make much because most people prefer buying gas off the street because it's less expensive. But that's what we're going to do. We have to purchase gas on the street. So you see this bridge? It's nice. I remember when the Civil War, there was a lot of fighting going on here in Stockton Creek. So this is Gardnersville. So now we are in Gardnersville. That's where we are. And then we head to Gardnersville Junction. You know, it was going to be really sad if I come to Liberia, Monrovia, and never reach this side of the city. Then that means I never really came to Liberia. But now you can see, I'm the one speaking, and this is not over voice. This is Sonny Wayne Fellow himself in Monrovia, and I'm in Gardnersville. That's where I am. And as I was saying earlier, Monrovia needs to be the commercial capital city of Liberia, and the leadership needs to take the capital city of this country, call it the executive capital, to a different place, find a different beautiful place and try to build, and then that place they can map it out. You just don't come and throw anything there like zinc ground or any house, just throw it everywhere. They need to map out the new city, and that would be really, really, really cool. I'm telling you, because Monrovia, there's nothing you can do to repair Monrovia. Monrovia is done. It's totally done. There's nothing you can do here. You can't make this place better. You can't make it worse. So the best thing is the leadership of this country needs to consider this place their commercial capital, and then go and build another city somewhere, maybe in a landlocked spot or somewhere else where they will have people who will control the construction of buildings. That way you can have a better Monrovia, and this can be our commercial capital, because everywhere you turn there is a store, everywhere you turn there is a market, everywhere you turn there are motorbikes and keke and the broken down trucks plying the streets of Monrovia. This is terrible. This is terrible. So I think that's the only way Liberia could be a better place, is to call Monrovia the commercial capital and then build another place where we can call the executive capital of Liberia. So if you would like to join me in advocating for such thing, I want you to leave me a comment. Leave me a comment down below, and then we can start a campaign. We can start a campaign. So that's what I would love to start a campaign of advocating for a new capital city and let Monrovia be the commercial city. So that's something we're so excited about. So as I was advocating, I think if they could build our executive capital where the presidential residence and also the vice president, the official resident and the private residence, including the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Presidential Affairs, these places, you go and put them in this new developed city that is mapped out and it's controlled. You just don't go and throw anything. And this one, as I said, Monrovia is finished. There's nothing anyone can do about this place. We're complaining that Monrovia is underdeveloped. It is a mess. Yeah, because of our leadership. They don't know how to control or take care of places. That's the reason. So as you can see me, I'm sitting in this vehicle. Monrovia is hot, and I'm not blaming the city of Monrovia being hot or Liberia. It is natural, okay? But Monrovia is hot, and I'm not blaming the city of Monrovia being hot or Liberia. It is natural. So if we could just leave this city, build a new city, and call it the executive city, capital city of Liberia. You know, Ivory Coast did the same. Ivory Coast have Yamoussoukro as the executive capital. Nigeria did the same. Abuja as the executive capital. Because they knew that there was no way they could develop or make it better, right? So it's the same here. There's no way Monrovia can change. You cannot make Monrovia better than what it is. I don't care what you do. The garbage is everywhere. People are cleaning, they're doing their best. We are telling them thank you as we drive by. But you just can't do anything about it. Because as people clean, other people pass by and drop bags on the ground. And then when you ask them, they say, oh, they will sweep it. And they walk away. That's what Liberia is. That's what Monrovia is. I'm not trying to castigate this country, but I'm trying to tell you that if we could only change our mindset, our thought process, Liberia would be better. Okay, and nobody can do about this city. We can put the best president you can think about in power. He cannot change Monrovia. I promise you that. People will always be 10 in a taxi. They will always 5 on a motorcycle. There's nothing you can do. I don't care if you pay them so much money. You can't do anything about it. So this is what I just want to let you know. I'm in Gardnersville right now. We are at the gas place on the street purchasing gas because the gas stations are more expensive. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, not many people go to the gas station because you hardly see them around. Total have sold off all of their gas stations because they were losing. They were losing money. Nobody was purchasing from Total gas stations. So they've sold them and left the country. You know, that's the problem we are faced with. People not taking pay for 5, 6, 7 months. How do you expect them to buy gas even? Or even pay for transportation? So it's just some little information I wanted to give you for the situation here. Monrovia can never be repaired. They can never be repaired. And that's the fact about it. And this is your man Sonny Wayne Fella, and speaking to you from Gardnersville City, Monrovia, Liberia. Thank you, and I will speak to you soon. God bless.